You're working hard, praying, manifesting, doing everything right. But money still isn't flowing the way it should. And here's what nobody tells you: sometimes the problem isn't you. It's someone in your circle actively blocking your financial blessings. Not always intentionally, but the effect is the same. Your money is being spiritually blocked. And if you're experiencing even 3 of the 7 signs I'm about to reveal, you need to identify this person and protect your energy immediately. Sign number 5 will shock you because it's someone you probably trust completely. Let's talk about something uncomfortable but necessary. Energy is real. Spiritual warfare is real. And some people in your life, whether they know it or not, are blocking your blessings. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's their own financial insecurity projecting onto you. Whatever the reason, their energy is creating a spiritual barrier between you and your money. And until you identify them and handle the situation, your finances will stay stuck. Now, before we go further, let me be clear. This isn't about blaming others for your problems. You still have to do the work. You still have to take responsibility. But spiritual protection is part of that work. And protecting yourself from energy vampires and blessing blockers is crucial to your financial success. Today, we're going to walk through 7 specific signs that someone in your life is blocking your financial blessings. These signs are subtle but powerful. And once you recognize them, you'll be able to take action to protect your energy and release your abundance. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly who to watch out for. You'll understand how to energetically protect yourself. And you'll have practical steps to remove these blocks so your money can finally flow freely. Let's get into it. Sign number 1, they react negatively when you share financial goals. The first sign is how they respond when you talk about your financial goals and dreams. Pay close attention to this because it reveals everything. The immediate energy shift. You mention a business idea and they immediately find problems with it. You talk about a raise you're going for and they list all the reasons you won't get it. You share excitement about an opportunity and they respond with doubt, skepticism, or negativity. It's not constructive criticism. It's energy deflation. You feel excited before you tell them, and deflated after. That's the sign. Why this happens? Usually, it's not about you. It's about them. Your success triggers their own feelings of inadequacy. Your financial goals remind them of what they're not doing. Your dreams make them uncomfortable with their own lack of progress. So subconsciously, they try to keep you at their level. They disguise it as concern. I just don't want you to get hurt. I'm just being realistic. But what they're really saying is, your success threatens my comfort zone. The spiritual impact. When you share your dreams and someone responds with negativity, they're not just discouraging you mentally. They're creating energetic resistance. Their doubt becomes a spiritual weight on your manifestation. Their words carry frequency, and that frequency interferes with yours. Think of it like radio waves. You're broadcasting on the frequency of abundance. They're broadcasting on the frequency of lack. When these frequencies collide, they create static. And that static blocks your signal from reaching the universe. What it looks like. They say things like, "That's too risky. People like us don't do that. You need to be more realistic. What if it doesn't work? Have you thought about all the ways this could fail?" Notice the pattern. It's always focused on limitation, not possibility. On problems, not solutions. On fear, not faith. The comparison test. Here's how you know if it's genuine concern or blessing blocking. Tell the same goal to someone who genuinely supports you. Notice how they respond. Supporters say, "How can I help?" Blockers say, "Are you sure about this?" Supporters amplify your vision. Blockers diminish it. Supporters ask questions that expand possibility. Blockers ask questions that create doubt. How to protect yourself. First, stop sharing your financial dreams with them. Seriously. Your vision is sacred. Don't cast pearls before swine. Keep your goals private from people who can't celebrate them. Second, when they do respond negatively, don't absorb it. Acknowledge it mentally, that's their fear, not my truth. Then energetically release it. Don't carry their doubt. Third, cleanse your energy after these interactions. Sage yourself. Take a salt bath. Meditate. Whatever helps you reset your frequency back to abundance. If someone consistently reacts negatively to your financial goals, this is sign number 1. They're blocking your blessings. Guard your vision from them. Sign number 2, opportunities dry up when you're around them. The second sign is subtle but powerful. Notice what happens to your opportunities when you spend time with this person. Do they increase or decrease? The pattern of dryness. You're having a great week. Money is flowing. Opportunities are appearing. Clients are calling. Then you spend time with this person. And suddenly, everything goes quiet. The momentum stops. The flow dries up. Deals fall through. Opportunities disappear. You might think it's coincidence. But if it happens repeatedly after spending time with them, it's not coincidence. It's energy contamination. The energy vampire effect. Some people are energy vampires. They don't mean to be, but they drain your life force. And when your energy is drained, your ability to attract abundance is weakened. Money is energy. It flows to high vibration people. When someone drains your vibration, they're literally making you less magnetic to money. You leave their presence feeling tired, depleted, negative. And in that state, you can't attract what you want. The spiritual explanation. In the spiritual realm, every person carries a frequency. Some people vibrate at the frequency of abundance. Others vibrate at the frequency of lack. When you spend time with someone vibrating at lack, their frequency pulls yours down. It's like trying to swim upstream while someone's pulling you backward. You're working hard to move forward financially, but their energy is creating resistance. Not intentionally, but the effect is the same. What it looks like. You notice that when you're alone or with other supportive people, good things happen. Money shows up. Opportunities appear. Ideas flow. But after spending time with this person, everything stalls. Phone stops ringing. Emails stop coming. Momentum stops building. And you feel heavy, stuck, blocked. The test. Track this for a month. Note when opportunities come and when they stop. Note when you feel abundant and when you feel lack. Then note who you spent time with during each period. If there's a consistent pattern where one person's presence correlates with dried up opportunities, that's your answer. They're energetically incompatible with your financial success. Why this person might be in your life. Often these people are family members, old friends, or romantic partners. People we feel obligated to. People we love. And that makes it harder to create distance. But here's the truth, you can love someone from a distance. You can honor your history without sacrificing your future. Protecting your blessings isn't about being mean. It's about being wise. How to handle this? First, limit your time with them. You don't have to cut them off completely, but reduce exposure. Your energy is precious. Protect it. Second, energetically shield yourself before seeing them. You don't have to cut them off completely, but reduce exposure. Your energy is precious. Protect it. Second, energetically shield yourself before seeing them. Visualize white light surrounding you. Set the intention that their energy cannot penetrate yours. This works. Third, cleanse after every interaction. Don't go straight into work or money-making activities. Cleanse first. Reset your frequency. If opportunities consistently dry up around someone, this is sign number 2. They're blocking your blessings. Create energetic distance. Sign number 3, they constantly talk about their financial struggles around you. The third sign is about what they focus on when they're with you. If someone constantly talks about lack, poverty, struggle, and financial problems, they're programming you for the same. The power of words. Words create reality. What we speak, we strengthen. When someone is constantly talking about being broke, not having enough, struggling with bills, they're not just describing their reality. They're reinforcing it. And worse, they're inviting you into that reality. Every conversation about lack is a prayer for more lack. Every complaint about money is a rejection of abundance. And when you're in these conversations, you're participating in the ritual of poverty consciousness. The contagion effect. Lack mentality is contagious. When you're constantly hearing about financial struggle, your subconscious starts accepting it as normal. You start thinking, everyone's struggling. Money is hard to get. Financial success is rare. These beliefs seep into your subconscious. And your subconscious creates your reality. So their constant talk about struggle literally programs you for struggle. What it looks like. Every conversation somehow turns to money problems. They complain about prices. They talk about how they can't afford things. They share stories of financial disaster. They focus on economic doom and gloom. And they want you to commiserate. To agree. To join them in the poverty party. Isn't everything so expensive? Don't you think money is tight? Aren't we all struggling? The misery loves company trap. There's a saying, misery loves company. People stuck in lack want others stuck there too. Not because they're evil, but because shared suffering feels less lonely. If everyone's struggling, they don't have to face their own responsibility for their situation. So they recruit you into their narrative. And every time you agree, every time you participate in those conversations, you're energetically aligning with their frequency of lack. The spiritual danger. This is serious. Your spoken words and the words you agree with create your reality. When you're constantly exposed to poverty consciousness, even if it's not yours, it affects your manifestation. You might be affirming abundance in your private time. But if you're spending hours listening to someone affirm lack, which frequency is stronger? The answer is, whichever one you're exposed to more. How to recognize it's blocking you. Notice how you feel after these conversations. Do you feel motivated and abundant? Or depleted and worried? Do you feel excited about money? Or anxious about it? If conversations with this person leave you feeling financially anxious, they're contaminating your abundance frequency. How to protect yourself? First, refuse to participate in poverty consciousness conversations. When they start complaining about money, change the subject. Don't engage. Don't agree. Don't feed that energy. Second, counter their narrative in your mind. When they say, everything is so expensive, you think, money flows to me easily. When they say, nobody has money right now, you think, I am attracting abundance. Third, limit exposure to these conversations. If you can't avoid the person, at least avoid the money talk. Set a boundary. I'm actually working on my money mindset right now, so I'm trying not to focus on lack. If someone constantly talks about financial struggle around you, this is sign number 3. They're programming you for poverty. Protect your abundance mindset. Sign number 4, they borrow money but never repay or show gratitude. The fourth sign is about how they handle your financial generosity. If someone repeatedly borrows money from you but never pays you back or shows genuine gratitude, they're not just being irresponsible. They're creating a spiritual debt that blocks your blessings. The energy of borrowed money. When you lend money with a generous heart, you're creating positive energy flow. You're demonstrating trust in abundance. You're being a channel of blessing. This should create good karma. But when someone takes your money and doesn't return it or appreciate it, they're creating an energetic imbalance. They're taking without reciprocating. And this creates a leak in your abundance. Why this blocks your blessings? In the spiritual economy, everything must balance. When you give, you should receive. Not necessarily from the same person, but the universe should balance the scales. But when someone takes from you without returning or appreciating, they're disrupting the flow. It's like a dam in a river. Your generosity is meant to flow through them and come back to you multiplied. But they're hoarding it, blocking it, stopping the flow. And as long as the dam exists, your blessings can't flow freely. What it looks like. They ask to borrow money just this once. You lend it because you care. They promise to pay you back. But the date comes and goes. No repayment. No acknowledgement. No apology. Then they ask again. I know I still owe you, but I really need help right now. And you give again because you don't want to seem cold. But still no repayment. They might even act entitled. Like you owe them support. Like your help is expected, not appreciated. This entitlement energy is toxic to your abundance. The spiritual theft. This isn't just about the physical money. It's about the energetic theft. They're taking your abundance energy and giving nothing back. Not money, not gratitude, not positive energy. Nothing. And every time this happens, you're training the universe that it's okay for your abundance to be taken without return. You're creating a pattern where giving leads to loss, not multiplication. The guilt trap. These people often make you feel guilty for expecting repayment. I thought you were helping me because you cared, not because you wanted something back. They twist your generosity into a weapon against you. But here's the truth, expecting repayment isn't greedy. It's honoring the agreement. It's respecting the energy exchange. And anyone who makes you feel bad about that is manipulating you. How this affects your finances. When you have unresolved financial debts with people who won't repay, it creates energetic cords that drain you. Part of your abundance energy is tied up in those transactions. And as long as those cords exist, your money can't flow freely to you. It's like having multiple subscriptions you forgot about. Small amounts being drained regularly. Except these aren't just financial drains. They're spiritual ones. How to handle this? First, stop lending money to people who haven't repaid previous loans. Seriously. Cut them off. Your generosity should go to people who honor it. Second, if someone owes you money and won't repay, energetically release it. Decide you're not getting it back. Forgive the debt. This doesn't mean tell them it's okay. It means release the energetic attachment so it stops draining you. Third, set clear boundaries. If someone asks to borrow money and you decide to give it, make it a gift. Don't expect repayment. If you can't afford to gift it, don't lend it. Fourth, say no more often. You're not a bank. You're not obligated to fund everyone's emergencies. Protect your abundance. If someone repeatedly takes your money without repaying or showing gratitude, this is sign number 4. They're creating a spiritual debt that blocks your flow. Cut the cord. Sign number 5, they secretly celebrate your financial setbacks. The 5th sign is dark but real. Some people in your life secretly feel relieved or even happy when you experience financial setbacks. And this hidden negativity is one of the strongest blocks to your abundance. The hidden smile. You lose your job. You tell them. And for a split second, before they compose their face into concern, you see it. A flash of satisfaction. A hint of relief. A subtle smile they quickly hide. Or you share a financial struggle. And their response feels, almost pleased. They say the right words, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." But the energy behind it feels wrong. Like they're not actually sorry at all. Why this happens? This usually comes from deep jealousy. They've been watching your success with resentment. Your wins make them feel like failures. So when you finally struggle, they feel validated. See, they're not better than me. They struggle too. Or it's competition. They see your life as a race against theirs. When you're winning, they're losing. So your setback feels like their victory. Or it's fear-based. They were scared of losing you. Scared you'd outgrow them. Scared your success would leave them behind. So your setback feels like security. Like you'll stay where they are. The spiritual impact. This is dangerous because they're literally celebrating your lack. Their positive energy is directed at your struggle. They're energetically reinforcing your financial problems. It's like they're praying for your failure. Not out loud. Not consciously, maybe. But energetically, their satisfaction with your struggle is a negative prayer that affects your reality. How to spot this? Pay attention to micro-expressions. The split-second reactions before they compose themselves. These reveal truth. Notice their energy. Do they seem genuinely sad about your struggle? Or is there an undertone of satisfaction? Listen to their words carefully. Do they offer real help and encouragement? Or do they secretly agree with your failure? Well, that business was always risky. I knew that wouldn't work out. Maybe this is a sign to do something else. The false friend. This is often someone close to you. Someone who acts like your friend. Someone who you trust. That's what makes this sign so shocking and so harmful. You think they're in your corner. But they're secretly rooting for you to fail. Not because they hate you, but because your success threatens their ego. The social media tell. Watch how they engage with your content. When you post about blessings, they're silent. When you post about struggles, they're suddenly very engaged. Oh no. Let me know if you need anything. But when you post about success, crickets. This pattern reveals their true energy toward your abundance. How this blocks you. When someone close to you is secretly against your success, their energy creates resistance. They're sending out wishes for your struggle. And these wishes have power. Not because they're more powerful than you, but because you're energetically connected to them. You trust them. You're open to them. So their energy has more access to you than a stranger's would. Protecting yourself. First, stop sharing your struggles with them. Don't give them ammunition. Don't feed their secret satisfaction. Second, energetically cut cords with them. Visualize cutting the energetic ties between you. They don't get access to your energy field anymore. Third, distance yourself. You don't need to confront them or create drama. Just quietly create space. They don't deserve a front row seat to your life. Fourth, surround yourself with people who genuinely celebrate your wins and support you through struggles. Real friends don't secretly enjoy your pain. If someone secretly celebrates your financial setbacks, this is sign number 5. They're energetically rooting against you. Remove them from your inner circle. Sign number 6, they discourage you from learning about money. The 6th sign is about how they respond to your financial education. If someone actively discourages you from learning about money, investing, business, or wealth building, they're trying to keep you financially ignorant. And financial ignorance keeps you blocked from blessings. The mockery of growth. You buy a book about money. They mock you. What, you think you're going to be rich? You take a course on investing. They laugh. Those things are scams. You listen to a financial podcast. They roll their eyes. More of that money guru stuff. They disguise it as concern or realism. But what they're really doing is trying to keep you at their level of financial understanding, which is usually low. Why this happens? Your financial education threatens them. Because if you learn about money and they don't, you'll outgrow them financially. You'll make better decisions. You'll build wealth. And they'll be left behind. So they try to convince you that learning about money is pointless, scammy, or above your station. They want you to stay as ignorant as they are so they don't have to face their own financial illiteracy. That's not for people like us narrative. They push a story that financial education is for other people. Rich people. Smart people. Lucky people. But not for people like you. We're working class. We don't do stocks. We're not business people. That's for people who went to fancy schools. This narrative is designed to keep you small. To keep you accepting financial mediocrity as your lot in life. To keep you from even trying to improve. The spiritual block. Knowledge is power. Financial knowledge is financial power. When someone blocks your access to knowledge, they're blocking your access to power. And without power, you can't claim your blessings. Ignorance isn't bliss when it comes to money. It's bondage. And anyone trying to keep you ignorant is trying to keep you in bondage. What it looks like. They change the subject when you talk about money. They refuse to discuss financial topics. They shut down conversations about wealth building. Or worse, they actively discourage you. Don't waste your time on that. You don't need to know about investing. Just work your job and save what you can. They want you to stay in the hamster wheel while they stay there too. The real agenda. Deep down, they know that if you learn about money, you'll realize how many opportunities they've missed. How many bad financial decisions they've made. How much their advice has held you back. Your financial education is a mirror that reflects their financial mistakes. And they don't want to see that reflection. How this keeps you blocked. You can't access blessings you don't understand. If you don't understand how money works, how business works, how wealth is built, you'll miss opportunities right in front of you. The blessings trying to reach you require knowledge to recognize and receive. Without that knowledge, they pass you by. How to overcome this? First, educate yourself anyway. Don't ask their permission. Don't seek their approval. Just do it. Read books. Take courses. Listen to podcasts. Learn. Second, stop discussing your financial education with them. Your learning journey is yours. They don't need to know about it. Third, find mentors and communities who celebrate financial education. People who understand that learning about money is smart, not greedy or unrealistic. Fourth, question their financial credibility. If they're struggling financially, why would you take their advice about money? Would you take diet advice from someone who's unhealthy? No. Same principle. If someone discourages your financial education, this is sign number 6. They're trying to keep you ignorant and blocked. Learn anyway. Sign number 7, your intuition keeps warning you about them. The 7th and final sign is the most important. Your intuition keeps sending you warnings about this person. You feel uncomfortable around them when discussing money. You feel drained after spending time with them. You feel uneasy trusting them with your financial information. This intuitive knowing is your spiritual protection system alerting you. The gut feeling. There's something you can't quite articulate. A feeling in your gut when you're around them. A sense that something's off. A knowing that they're not safe for your abundance. You might ignore it because you can't prove it. Because they haven't done anything obviously wrong. Because you feel guilty for having these thoughts about someone you care about. But your intuition doesn't lie. Your gut knows before your mind catches up. Why intuition matters. Your intuition is your spiritual antenna. It picks up frequencies that your logical mind can't detect. It senses energy that your eyes can't see. It knows things that your intellect can't explain. When your intuition warns you about someone, it's reading their true energetic signature. Not their words or actions, but their actual frequency. And that frequency is incompatible with your abundance. What intuition feels like. You might feel your stomach tighten when they ask about your finances. You might feel your energy drop when they're around. You might feel a need to hide your success from them. You might feel relieved when they leave. These aren't random feelings. These are messages. Your spiritual guidance system is saying, this person is not safe for your blessings. The common ignoring. Most people ignore these intuitive warnings. We've been taught to trust logic over intuition. To value evidence over feeling. To believe what people say over what our gut tells us. So we dismiss the warnings. I'm just being paranoid. I'm overthinking. They haven't actually done anything wrong. And we stay in proximity to people who are energetically harmful to our abundance. The cost of ignoring. Every time you ignore your intuition, you weaken the connection. Your spiritual guidance system starts to think, they're not listening anyway, so why bother? And worse, you stay exposed to energy that's blocking your blessings. Your intuition is trying to protect you, and you're refusing the protection. How to trust your intuition? First, acknowledge it. Stop dismissing your gut feelings as paranoia or overthinking. They're valid. They're real. They're important. Second, track patterns. Write down when you feel this way and what happens after. You'll start to see that your intuition was right all along. Third, act on it. If your gut says someone is bad for your abundance, create distance. You don't need proof. You don't need a logical reason. Your intuition is the reason. Fourth, strengthen your intuition through meditation, journaling, and quiet time. The more you listen to it, the stronger and clearer it becomes. The ultimate test. Ask yourself, when I'm around this person, do I feel more abundant or less abundant? More hopeful about money or more worried? More powerful or more powerless? Your honest answer reveals everything. If they make you feel less abundant, they're blocking your abundance. Period. Honoring the warning. Your intuition warning you about someone is not a character flaw in you. It's not you being judgmental or unfair. It's your spiritual protection system doing its job. Honor it. Trust it. Act on it. Your financial blessings are worth protecting. And if your intuition says someone is a threat to those blessings, believe it. If your intuition keeps warning you about someone, this is sign number 7. Your spirit knows they're blocking you. Listen to that knowing. How to remove the blocks. So now you've identified the signs. You know who's blocking your financial blessings. Now what? How do you remove these blocks and release your abundance? Here's your action plan. Step 1. Create distance. You don't have to cut everyone off completely. But you do need to create energetic distance. Reduce contact. Limit conversations. Stop sharing your financial life with them. If it's family, you can love them from a distance. If it's friends, you can honor the past without sacrificing the future. If it's a romantic partner, you might need to have a serious conversation or make a hard decision. Step 2. Energy cleansing. Cleanse yourself of their energy. Take a spiritual bath with salt and herbs. Sage your space. Meditate and visualize cutting energetic cords between you and them. Do this regularly, especially after any interaction with them. Don't let their energy linger and contaminate your abundance frequency. Step 3. Affirmation and declaration. Speak abundance over your life. Declare that no person's energy can block your blessings. Affirm that you are protected, that your finances are protected, that your blessings flow freely. Words have power. Use them to counteract any negativity sent your way. Step 4. Build a supportive circle. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your financial success. People who support your goals. People who vibrate at the frequency of abundance. Your circle determines your ceiling. Raise your circle to raise your finances. Step 5. Strengthen your spiritual protection. Pray. Meditate. Connect with your higher power. Ask for protection over your finances. Visualize a shield of light around your abundance. The stronger your spiritual protection, the less anyone else's energy can affect you. Step 6. Keep your goals private. Stop announcing your financial plans to everyone. Keep your vision sacred. Only share with people who have earned the right to know. Silence is powerful. What's done in secret is blessed in the open. Step 7. Focus on your own energy. Ultimately, the best protection is your own high vibration. When you're vibrating at the frequency of abundance, lower frequencies can't touch you. Work on your money mindset. Develop your financial education. Heal your relationship with money. The higher you rise, the less anyone else can pull you down. The promise. When you remove these blocks, watch what happens. Opportunities start flowing. Money starts coming. Doors start opening. The blessings that were backed up start flooding through. Your abundance was always there. It was just being blocked. Remove the blocks, release the flow. So there you have it. 7 signs that someone is blocking your financial blessings. If you recognized multiple signs in one person, you know what you need to do. Create distance. Protect your energy. Remove the block. Your financial blessings are trying to reach you. Don't let anyone, no matter who they are, stand in the way of your abundance. You deserve prosperity. You deserve success. You deserve financial freedom. And anyone who can't celebrate that with you doesn't deserve access to your energy. If this video helped you identify someone who's been blocking your blessings, hit that like button. Drop a comment below and tell me which sign hit home the hardest. And if you want to protect this video and save it, hit that save button. You might need to come back to this reminder. Subscribe to this channel for more content on spiritual protection, abundance mindset, and removing blocks to your success. Because your financial breakthrough is coming. And we're going to make sure nothing and no one stands in its way. Remember, protect your energy. Guard your vision. Trust your intuition. Your blessings are yours. Claim them. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay protected, stay abundant, and keep rising.